Yo, what's up guys, welcome back to episode 17 of Rocket League 101. Today I'm going to be doing a highly requested video because most of the people I DM, or that DM me on Discord even, literally always just say, can you help me learn to air dribble? So now I can just send them this video, which is obviously why I make these to help me help people. So simple things with air dribbling, right? The easiest way to do it is to just make sure you do the perfect setup, right? You get the setup right, everything else is easy, right? Dribble the ball to the wall, keep no distance, jump, then there's no gap, and then you just air dribble. I'm not saying that's the greatest air dribble, but you see the point, right? Like, it sets you up and you're fine. I wasn't bothering too much. But if you stay close to the ball, and you know, that's step one, stay close to the ball, okay? Alright, step two, you jump at the exact same time you make contact as the ball. The exact same time. Watch. And then there's no gap between me and the ball, or a very little gap even. Right? So when you jump at the exact same time, you and the ball basically follow the exact same route. Hence why you end up in the same place, which makes it much easier to start air dragging. And then once you've done that, and you can, you can do this pretty consistently, you're good to start actually practicing the dribbling in the air part of the air dribble. If you can't set yourself up properly every time, then don't bother. Practice that first. But then when you get to this point, all you have to focus on is getting your air dribble into an air drag, right? So air dribbling is when you get a few touches in the air, and air drag is when it's just like the ball's like touching your card the entire time. You just keep getting like tiny touches, like over and over and over and over again, like this. Like that's an air drag, right? But like, essentially, once you've got that perfect launch of, you do this and then you jump at the exact same time, all you need to do is boost to close the gap between you and the ball, right? So, let's say I hit it like this, and then I need to boost to close that gap to catch up with the ball. But you want to be moving as slow as possible as you touch the ball, because you don't want to hit it away from yourself, because you want to dribble it. You're not trying to shoot, you're dribbling, right? So you want to hit it slowly. So let's just do this. You close the gap, and then you stop boosting, because you don't want to be boosting as you touch the ball, because you want to get, as I say, you want to get a weak touch. So you boost to close the gap, but you have to make sure you don't boost as you make the touch. And then on the second touch, depending on how good your setup is, right, you might have to then do the same process again, but slightly smaller of a gap. But again, you boost like a little bit, and then you don't boost as you make the touch. And then once you're in air drag mode, you can basically do whatever you want, and you're fine. But if you do it absolutely perfectly, you can literally start an air drag mode like that. Like I was just dragging from the instant, because I didn't have to close any sort of gap. But yeah, those are the simple steps to water air dribbling. I don't really use ground to air dribbles because there are far better options that you have that cost way less boost. You can recover way faster, and it's a much higher percentage shot. But yeah, I mean, if you really want me to do a video on it, I guess I can. But I literally don't use them in games, and I don't recommend you do either, unless you want to like be fancy and score nice goals instead of actually just scoring goals. But I try to help people with like getting better, because when you get to a high rank, right, these actually are useful, like especially as passes. Like if I see my teammate over here and I do that, he can get a banging shot off, right, and I can drag it over instead of just passing it and it can get intercepted, I can drag it over the guy who tries to intercept it by getting more touches. But yeah, we'll keep it short and sweet, because I'm trying to do that to help people, so people actually want to use my videos and they find them more useful, because I know people are hella impatient. I don't blame them. But yeah, so step one, keep as little distance as possible between yourself and the ball, jump at the exact same time as the ball, then boost to close the gap, but don't boost as you make the first touch, and then you're dragging and you're fine. Yeah. I don't use air rolling a stupid amount. You can if you want to, but like, I mean, I only air dribble like in situations where, I don't know, it's like the best thing to do. I am the least mechanical player ever, right? But as a GC2, obviously I can air dribble. But like, I I literally do it to like clear, or you know, if it's my best option for trying to shoot. But typically, if I get a rolling ball up the wall, I'll go for a ceiling shot more times than not, because it's simply much harder to defend than an air dribble, and it can be a better pass as well. But yeah, I mean that's really it. Those are the steps. Focus on one at a time, so don't move on to the next step when you haven't got the previous step down. Otherwise, you're just gonna be learning the wrong thing, which is pointless. But other than that, I hope you found this useful. I'm sure you'll be air dribbling in no time. Please do not overuse this mechanic. Don't do it when your teammate is open and you can just pass the ball over to them and then you get a free goal. Don't be a crap teammate. And I will... Oh yeah, I've been meaning to do this because, you know, I make these videos to help people, but like, it's nice to see that people are liking them. So, if you like this video, hit the like button. Comment, you know, if you've got any questions or anything, leave a comment in the comment section. I'd love to answer you and respond to you and like help you out. And subscribe if you want to see more tutorials and stuff and get better at the game. And I will see you later. So have a nice day. Peace.